Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by our naming sponsors, Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. St. Martin and Bork, attorneys at law, know your rights. And Rouse's Markets, the official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. On today's show, we'll talk plenty of sports, Saints, LSU, Nichols, and high school with a live audience full of energy. Other participating corporate sponsors include Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute, Gen Gators Power Systems, South Louisiana Bank, Quality Rental Tools, Barca Honda, and by Louisiana and Beyond, a new series brought to you by Edison Schwest Offshore. Now from the Eugene J. Falls and Lorraine Falls studios in Houma, Louisiana, here's the freaks of football, Bobby, Rich, Mike, Martin, Harry, Stan, and Chuck. It's time for Sports on the Bayou.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Sports on the Bayou. Mike Detillier along with the Cajun Cannon, Bobby Hebert, Rich Marty. We got a lot of talking to going on here sports-wise. We'll be back with more Sports on the Bayou.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And St. Martin and Bork attorneys at law. Know your rights. When we come back, who's in the crowd?
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin and Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin and Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin and Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our Alford team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodaux, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number one. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number one grocery store
in Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Sports on the Bayou is also brought to you by our corporate sponsors, Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute, Gen Gators Power Systems, South Louisiana Bank, Quality Rental Tools, Barker Honda, Edison Schwest Offshore. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
Back here on Sports on the Bayou. Martin, I'm going to throw it to you. Got the legendary Skippy Ezel.
Got the Hall of Famer here.
That's it, bro.
Skippy Ezel.
That's it.
Punt, pass, and kick finalist, Grambling star,
one of the
pro football player.
One of the greatest football players in Louisiana high school history.
No doubt. Right here.
Right here?
Yeah. And Harry will tell you, when we used to play against Skippy in basketball, you know what we'd do? We'd hold on to his jersey. And he'd go, y'all can't do that. I said, till they call it on us, we can do it. So he was a heck of an athlete. All right, he's going to help us with the crowd today. Skippy, here's your shot, buddy.
Let's do it.
All right, there you go. All right, who we got in the crowd today?
Okay, we got Alford and Associates.
There they are. Name and sponsor. Priscilla in the house.
Oh, Priscilla's in the house. It made my day.
We got the law office of St. Martin and Bouquet.
And Bork, that's all right. You were close. Mr. Mike and Joe, yeah, that's all right. We can call Chuck Bouquet. Yeah, that's all right. Okay.
Rouse's Market.
All right, give it up for Rouse's, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints.
Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute.
There they are. Stan's got his gang here. We appreciate it.
Jen Gazer Power Supply.
There they are.
Systems.
Yeah, Travis brought his brass over there today, the ones that keep him straight over there.
Edison
Schwest.
Edison
Look at Billy
Schwest
Joe.
also.
He's got a lot of the heir apparents with him. And Dante's going to help us pull a raffle today. Dante's about 6'5", 6'4". What are you, Dante? 6'5". Man, that's... All right, here we go.
Barker Honda.
Barker Honda, look, we expecting people, but I guess they got caught in traffic, so we're waiting on them. All right?
South Louisiana Bank.
There they are. I hope somebody's watching the money at the bank right now. All right.
Quality Rental Tools.
The quality. Look at Jack. Jamie, and now it's Barry with the entourage.
GIS Energies.
GIS Engineering. They got a, look at T-Bro. He made it in today. Boy, you got a motley crew. All right.
Louisiana Cajun Bayou Lafourche Parish Tourism.
There you go. Right there in the corner over there. Look who's behind him over there.
Cardiovascular Institution of South.
Yeah, Harry's got his own cardiologist back there, just keeping him straight. All right.
HTV Guest.
All right, well, that's Harry and them. We'll go with that. All right.
Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government.
Yep, keeping it all straight for us. Clay got his crew over there. And look who's behind him, Skippy.
Who's that?
The police department. The chief is back there.
Oh, he back up.
Travis Terrier.
Yeah, man.
So if it's time, if you want to go out in Barrel Street and speed, go do it now. He's over here. All right. Good to see you, Chief.
Explore Houma.
There we are. That's the vocal group.
South Louisiana Human Service Authority.
There we are. We brought him up in the front today. Good gang.
All the retired coaches.
That's Coach Albert. He must be the only retired coach in Terrebonne right now. You know, Coach Albert's got so many records. He's got a perennial ticket to the show.
And I know one thing, every time I talk to him, Martin, he don't forget anything, man.
No, he remembers you. He remembers everybody. He's got a heck of a memory, all right?
Terrebonne Parish School District.
There they are. Keeping our kids straight over there. We appreciate y'all.
Falls Family.
Yep, and then we got Aunt Miriam and Francis and Donna. And so hopefully somebody's going to win that raffle today. And we got Pastor Dwayne and Rachel Bland in the audience today. Y'all give them a hand. Thibodeau Family Church. Bobby needs all the blessings he could get while he's up here.
Yes, yes.
All right,
And more.
Yeah,
so
Father,
look,
Son,
going to the break
Who's
and then
against
coming
that?
back.
So you got something set up here, Martin. or
Well, I'm a
what did you
little
and Skippy
disappointed in Brian Kelly. You know, you see him on the sidelines.
Well, he's a carpetbagger.
He's always hollering at people and getting in their grill. So we tried to put it to a movie. Watch the faces of the characters as we roll this in right now.
I'll fight you with one paw tied behind my back. I'll fight you with my eyes closed.
Here. Go away and let us alone.
Oh, scared, huh? Well, I'll get you.
What did you do that for? I didn't buy them.
But you tried to.
Martin, you missed your calling, Martin.
Yeah, Dwayne did a good job on that for us. And Rick, you look like a good Dorothy.
Yeah, no. Well, you know what? You got to be able to go both. Yeah, no, I better not say that on air. Never mind.
But he's a handsome man.
That was all LSU players mixed in there, too, so you could kind of see
You're a
it.
good-looking old man.
I'm sorry, I can't hear what you said.
I'm secure in my masculinity. I can say that.
Well, that's
Everybody's
exactly
like,
right.
oh, no, why is Abraham calling another man?
I don't know. You say that every week, Bobby. I'm beginning to wonder.
We're talking.
Hey, all I know is I had to give Rich a little therapy about his Penn State Nittany line.
Yeah, you're right.
That ruined my day.
they can't win the big one.
I was there on the sidelines, 111,000 people screaming. You couldn't have a conversation like this in here.
Yeah, where did that get y'all?
Incredible, the whiteout. There was a little patch of green up in the skylight somewhere, about 100 people, that was it. But it was the most incredible experience, college football experience.
Yes.
As you know, you're going to do that once you retire. We're taking you.
Yes, I want to go.
All right,
But they played horribly. It was just so frustrating. The fact that they got into double overtime was amazing.
It was a miracle.
It was a miracle they scored the last two
Well,
touchdowns.
they got their
Not
own
fun.
coach, like LSU might have their own coach. But Penn State will be in the postseason.
We're about to get flagged here.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll be
LSU
back
in the
for Sports on the Bayou.
When we come back, Saints Talk. You won't want to miss this.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our offered team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
No one plans for heart disease. Do you know your risk? High cholesterol, diabetes, smoking, high blood pressure, lack of exercise, obesity. Heart disease could be affecting you, and left untreated can lead to stroke or worse. At Cardiovascular Institute of the South, we believe in prevention and early detection. Our world-renowned cardiologists work with you to reduce your risk before an emergency strikes. Protect your heart. Know your risk. No one plans for heart disease, but we do.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by St. Martin and Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
We'll be back here on Sports on the Bayou. Guys, Saints 31-19 lost to the Bills. To be honest with you, they played better than I thought they'd play. Offensively, you showed an identity for the first time in Kellen Moore's run. You ran the football, and you had success. But everybody had success against the Bills running it. Yeah. But the Saints had the patience, ran the football. That was a few plays that they misfired on. Rattler missing Cooks in the end zone. And then you run into the kicker. What? You can't run into the punter like that.
Untimely penalties. But you know, you talk about balance. If they do this, the Giants and the Patriots, we can have a good showing. I think this is their best game, even though we had a chance to.
I agree with you.
49ers and the Cardinals, I think. Look, the balance there, 34 runs, 31 passes. You always measure if you had 65 plays. But averaging, you look at 5.6 yards a carry, 189 yards. But that's one thing. A team's not awesome in every areas. So when I look at the Bills, no, that you can run against them. But, Rich, before I let you go, this is something that we finally scored in the first quarter. You can't be always playing behind the 8 ball. Always catch up this and that. Jeff Duncan, I'm a big fan of Jeff Duncan. He does a great job. You know how many times we've led this season out of all the quarters? 4 minutes. Okay, don't you have to win the game? No, you can be losing the whole game as long as you're winning at the end. But you look, 4 minute span in week 1 was the last time and the only time the Saints have led in a game this season. That was short-lived. Remember, a 7-3 lead. You remember Alvin Kamara had that nice 18-yard run? That was the last time we led in a game. Now, this is remarkable. The Saints have trailed a staggering 39 of their 43 offensive possessions this season. They have not had a single drive while playing with the lead. Their opponents, meanwhile, had 33 drives while leading. So we always behind the 8 ball. So what I would say to Who Dat Nation, you're in the Dome, you want to get excited, get off to a fast start. Oh, the first quarter's over, we're winning. I don't know, 3-0 or 7-0, just us leading more than 4 minutes. I'm telling you, the NFL in the period, that's a big thing. You get off to a fast start, it helps your courage and your confidence. You know, to show you how you think, would the Saints ever be favored? And look at Vegas, they don't care who wins. The Saints are a 1.5 point favorite
that
against the Giants.
Within 24 hours. The Giants were favored, and then it swung now to the Saints.
A 1.5 favorite. Malik Neighbors now.
That's a big part of the reason.
And then Jackson Dart. I mean, he was exciting, but he didn't put unbelievable numbers. No, great opportunity for the Saints. What I don't like is that our offensive line against their D-line. Spencer Rattler better run around like he did against the Bills because he will be.
Well, he did. Now, he played well. You got to give credit. He only had one turnover. But, I think it's the first time we had our first-team offensive line in, isn't it? Everybody's healthy?
First time.
So, I mean, that's obviously
full on.
He went down, but it shows you the difference when you have the continuity in the offensive line and you can run the ball. Look, we have no chance if we can't run the ball. No chance. Because Rattler's running around for his life.
Early on, the pass out in the flat.
Too many damn missed tackles.
Khalil Shakir breaks away from Demario Davis, goes in, 43-yard touchdown.
Easy touchdown.
From Josh Allen.
Can't give those.
And then, but man, one of the bright spots, Kendra Miller.
That's the running back out of TCU that we expected to have when we drafted him. He finally made a play like that.
Hey, he broke some tackles, and you see some scoop
all the time, though.
But boy, they got a stud too. James Cook at running back scores the touchdown.
He's an alpha. And
you got Alvin Kamara. He just gets stuff on a play.
He can't
right
get
up
to the line of scrimmage, though. He's got no chance.
Well, Groovy made all his kicks.
Yeah, for the first time this year.
Get in there.
But then Josh, when he needed something, always had it.
I think at times they're playing around with the Saints.
Yeah, he's good.
They're drive, they got it.
They're too good.
Yeah.
And then Rattler over the middle. Chris Olave makes a play for a touchdown. First one this year.
Finally caught it.
Then Rattler throws it over the middle.
Rattler does this once a game. He has a bad pass, make a better throw, and you have a touchdown. That was a bad pass.
Okay, they overruled that one. Was not a touchdown, so Groupie comes in for the field goal. It's 21-19. Then out in the flat, and they were setting this up all day long with Dalton Kincaid.
Yeah, we had Carl
that's
Granderson
31-19.
He can't cover the guy that far.
But then the pressure got to him. This is what they do best. They play sick'em football. They get a big lead on you, and then they rush everybody.
The blind side. He's getting sacked from the blind side.
Boza, everything.
So who's two losing teams? The Dolphins, Saints, and
the Jets.
Well,
the Dolphins won last night.
No, but who the Bills play?
Oh, Dolphins.
And they beat them the same way. See, remember it was 21-21. Oh, the Dolphins are hanging.
And the Ravens.
And not so fast. Then it was 31-20. But they had to come back. They were never ahead. I'm talking about that they're letting a lesser team hang around like the Dolphins, 21-21. They won 31-21. Same thing with the Saints.
It's crazy how pro football is.
They didn't cover 12 points.
The Ravens been ravaged with injuries now. They were the team that you would bet on for the Super Bowl.
You and I bet them to go in the Super Bowl.
They are now the 13th best team for if you betting today in Vegas.
Well, how bad
they went from 1 to 13.
How bad is Jackson?
Well, Lamar against the Chiefs, that's his kryptonite.
Mahomes knows how to do it against them.
And not so fast. You want to count out the Chiefs.
No, they're rolling, baby. They're ready to go again.
And the one thing with Andy Reid, he figures it out.
You got to be healthy, though, and you know this. A couple of key injuries, and man, it sets you back a few.
Yeah, you
got to be healthy.
The Ravens had 6 starters on defense out. Yeah, 4 starters on offense. It's a difference.
And the defense wasn't good to start with.
Exactly.
And they have all these injuries. But you know who keeps winning? I don't care if it's ugly and they have turmoil in the locker room, the Eagles. How about the Eagles?
Yeah. They do it ugly, but they win. We'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
Oh, just waiting.
Don't go away. Harry McCulloch talks Nicholls State and also a feature of the week.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number 1. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number 1 grocery store
in Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana, 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin & Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin & Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin & Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our Alford team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Alford & Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. And St. Martin & Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back to more Sports on the Bayou.
Back here on Sports on the Bayou, I'm going to throw it to Harry McCullough. H, we got a winner with Tulane, but Nichols got the knockout again.
Colonels versus Colonels. You got Eastern Kentucky versus Nichols, so that's probably pretty rare. I don't know if I.
Colonels versus Colonels. No, I mean, how many you can a trivia? How many mascots in college football named the Colonels? I mean, you could say Eastern Kentucky.
At least two.
Nichols.
At least two we know of.
The old Kentucky Colonels back in the.
Oh yeah, ABA, right.
But look, Nichols. Again, they're still 1-0 in the conference play, right? But now they've lost 4 straight. They just hadn't played conference.
Well, that's when you look at the coach. Mike, we talked to him last night, Tom, like half full, the glass half full. Well, you want to know in conference, now you're in the media schedule. Because if you win the Southland Conference, you're going to the playoffs.
Right.
But you got to win it.
Yeah.
Because look, as good as Southeastern was last year, and they closed strong, 6 straight, Frank and all got left out. They were not the conference champions.
Yeah, you got to win that conference.
So, they have a bye in Lamar, and that's when they got to get it going again. So let's see how they did against the other Colonels. And these are from Western Kentucky. And right off the bat, here come our Colonels throwing a little screen pass. Remember that screen pass?
Yep.
And so Deuce Hogan takes it down the sidelines. He scores.
Well, they scored, Harry, like 3 plays.
Right. So they dominated the first quarter, 130 total yards to 6 for Eastern Kentucky. But Eastern Kentucky gets on the board here, a 68-yard run.
Well, look at the missed tackle.
Brady Hensley, right.
Whether it's the Saints or any level, missed tackles.
Here they come.
But here's the backbreaker.
Here's another little pass. It hits the running back right to the interception, and that completely turned it around.
He fell over the lineman.
He fell and just kind of threw it to him.
Some bad luck there.
And they had 3 turnovers in the second half, and that was a big part of it. So it's 14-7, and then they continue to pile it on. They get the score here. And then in the fourth quarter, it's Daquan Stanley again with another score, 27-7. So after a great first quarter, they just didn't have it. So
you got to put points on the board.
Yeah,
you can't walk away with 7 points.
So
the way they ran the ball up and down the field.
And again, a play that they scored on from 60 yards, they give it up and they go the other way.
Well, Harry, Mike, what do y'all think? When I look at Nichols and what they could hang their hat on is they could run the ball. I mean, consistently running the ball. Look at by committee, whatever, Mike. You know the running backs they had, even when they were hanging with LSU. Well, they had those splash plays.
Not there anymore.
Yeah, no, I know he's coaching.
He's coaching.
But what I'm saying, did they have
quarterback plays not where it was?
Where it was, right.
So they need a good.
He's inaccurate throwing the ball.
Yeah.
So we didn't need to sneak in a win. So we took on Tulane. The Greenies are now 4-1. And believe this, as you're watching it, that's Retzloff going in for the touchdown.
That's an oxymoron mascot. Tulsa Golden Hurricanes. Ain't no damn hurricanes in Oklahoma. There should be the Tulsa Tornadoes.
Right.
Tulsa Tornadoes. That would be Golden Hurricanes. That's now Miami Hurricanes. That matches.
You can understand.
Gavin Gordon is
Tulsa Hurricanes.
Freshman out of Georgia. Bobby, I don't know if
Bobby goes to show you. We always talk about this talent in Georgia.
No, there's a lot of people, a lot of players. Georgia, Florida, Texas, California.
But he had 3 touchdowns on the day. He's a pretty good player, freshman out of. But look,
Well, Tulsa was all excited because they upset Oklahoma State. Now,
So Tulane, since
the 50s.
2022, the Green Wave are 36-11 now. That's almost an 800 clip. Ranked 7th all-time in wins over that period, behind Georgia, Ohio State, Oregon, Michigan, Penn State, and Texas. But ahead of a lot of people. They're actually tied with Notre Dame for the 36 wins.
No, Tulane has a winning program, but will they truly win anything? You know, we'd be an ultimate win for Tulane if they could be in that final 12.
Said a word.
No, if they could be in that final 12, but
No, they got a superstar coach. How long they keep him, I don't know, but they got a superstar.
But you look at strength of schedule, and then I go into the postseason. LSU might not, but I know Tulane isn't either.
Thank you, H. Appreciate it. We'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
Right after the break, it's LSU time. Stick around. It's getting good.
At Terrebonne General Health System, we believe that health is a journey best traveled together. As your dedicated partner in wellness for over 70 years, we are committed to providing comprehensive, compassionate care. From preventive services, primary and specialty care, to advanced treatments, Terrebonne is French for good earth. And good health here on the good earth sounds just right. Together, we can achieve a healthier, happier future for you and your family. Discover more at tghealthsystem.com.
Since 1988, Quality Rental Tools has provided specialized products to the oil and gas industry. Our locations allow for quick service to both land and marine operations. At Quality Rental, our name represents our commitment to our customers. Our uncompromising principles help us remain a strong and vibrant member of the oil and gas industry. To order any of our products for offshore and land needs, call us today at 1-888-922-3449. Quality Rental Tools, our name says it all.
Here at South Louisiana Bank, we know the importance of working together as a team.
We're always here for you when you need a loan. By the way, here's that crawfish powder you needed. You can borrow it anytime.
So whether it's business or personal banking, we do it all. Visit our locations to find out how we can support your financial needs.
Good luck with the restaurant.
Thank you. And tell your mama thanks for the recipe. Her secret's safe with me.
I will.
South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And St. Martin and Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back with more Sports on the Bayou.
Back here on Sports on the Bayou, guys, LSU, 24-19 loss to Ole Miss. Really, the score's no indication. Ole Miss dominated this football game. Absolutely dominated it. The fact that they only won by 5 is shocking to me, but LSU cannot run the football. Ole Miss was dead last in run defense in the SEC.
Well, giving up 190.5 yards a game.
LSU got less than 6.
We got 57.
No offense. Couldn't pull it together.
And Nussmeier is obviously hurt. You can tell he's got nothing on those throws at all. And so, man.
Well, who looked like the Heisman quarterback? Nussmeier or you look at Trinidad. Boy, you got to like that name.
Chambliss looks like
Trinidad Chambliss from Ferris State. Where in the hell's Ferris State?
Got to be West Virginia, isn't it?
Michigan. Michigan.
Oh,
yeah,
it's in Michigan.
Division II national champion. I tell you what, that's why you look at Lane Kiffin. He outcoached Coach Kelly. But you look, he completed 23 of 39, 314 yards, a touchdown, and he made tight throws and windows, but he can make plays with his legs. Look at Nussmeier, 21 of 34, 197 yards. No, Trinidad, I like that. Chambliss, he seemed like the Heisman Trophy candidate.
Almost like what we saw with Josh Kelly the day after. Whenever Ole Miss needed something, Trinidad came through for him. He made a play, either running it or he'd hit a pass.
Bobby
was wide open.
Bobby and I were talking about this earlier. The top quarterbacks coming out in preseason, they're not in the top 10. I mean, these kids are surfacing, playing great ball. Ole Miss. And
the guy I'm telling you, I'm a prophet. Y'all going to remember what I'm telling you because watch Mendoza, the Indiana Hoosiers. And T-Bob told me, Dad, you just take it up for him because he went to Cal. And one of my daughters graduated from Cal Berkeley, but I remember when I said that about Jared Goff. I said, Jared Goff can spin it. Now, he can't run around. Mendoza can run around, but he could throw the football. Watch Mendoza, what he does in the NFL. They scored 60 points against Illinois. Illinois and USC, that was like a dogfight. So I'm telling you, watch Mendoza, what he's going to do. But none of the quarterbacks living up to expectation. I mean,
Okay, the one guy was John Mateer.
Oh, yeah,
and then he
got
gets hurt
with Oklahoma.
With Oklahoma, because he was the overwhelming guy for the Heisman, and then he gets hurt. And so now you know who's head of the group? Chambliss.
Yeah.
This week.
Oh, yeah.
Trinidad Chambliss. If you bet on the Heisman, he's the favorite.
And then you look at Carson Beck, what he's done. You know, he hurt his shoulder at Georgia. Now he's at Miami at the U. Are they going to continue to roll?
And when LSU plays again, you may see the first overall pick in the 2026 draft in Lenore Sellers. Now, some of his great moments look unbelievable. Now, some of the other moments, not quite.
Okay, if we did a poll out here, y'all think LSU's getting to 10 wins? I mean, everybody's, oh, yeah, for sure, Bobby. What are you talking about? I don't know. I think they're going to take care at home. They got the South Carolina Gamecocks coming up. They got the Aggies at home. But I'm telling you, this ain't the Vanderbilt of old. Well, you talk about a quarterback with some swag and toughness. They got to go at Vanderbilt, at Alabama. Look at Alabama right now, and the quarterback will be healthy at Oklahoma. I don't know. Does that sound like an 8-win team? Oh, we need to put pressure on Coach Kelly then. Come on, all that name, image, and likeness. We got to get the double-digit wins. You don't have to be in the top 4. You got to be in the top 12. We can't be in the top 12. He's stealing money. You talk about paying the player.
How do you really feel, Bobby?
Well, that's the truth. The truth hurts sometimes.
And he'll steal it for another year because they ain't getting rid of him.
Yeah, because they ain't going to pay him $60 million to go away.
This is kind of a bounce-around play, but Nick Anderson comes up with the touchdown catch.
And we had the lead, Mike. We were up, but then...
and then Kawan Lacey makes the score here. He's a Mississippi guy, goes to Missouri, goes back to Ole Miss in Mississippi. But, man, look at that play. That's a hard quick release.
That is a Lane Kiffin play. They said we could beat LSU's defense when it comes down to the goal.
Then Nussbaum throws it out in the flag. Xavier Thomas, We
got a good kicker. I think the kick is very accurate. I like
But you can't rely on field goal. Not in this type game.
But just think if you didn't make them.
Yeah. But then Chambliss out in the flat throws it. Ball gets tipped up in the air.
And we're getting turnovers on the plus side, and we're still not winning those games.
But one thing LSU secondary you can see is improved. And then, again, Ramos comes in. Now, that ball took kind of a weird shot.
Yeah, as long as it goes between the pipes.
And again, when they needed something, and Chambliss made the plays, a little counter handoff.
As good as LSU's defense is, I thought Ole Miss would score in the 20s. And you know what I'm saying, Mike? So I said, can we keep pace with them?
And so now it becomes 24-19, Harlem Barry. They go for 2. What is this play on the 2-point play?
That's garbage.
You couldn't run the ball at all.
No, that was a terrible call.
And then the last play really counted. Man, they ran that man, I'd like to have that tight end. That big dude there.
Look at Lane Kiffin all fired up.
Yeah, because he knew last year he lost a game in Tiger Stadium, and when I left there, my thing is, how did Ole Miss lose this game?
Right.
LSU won.
That was a big game for him.
Big game. Nussbaum hits, man, God bless him, Kyron Lacey in the corner of the end zone for a touchdown.
That was kind of luck.
But, man, you don't win those games. That got under Lane's skin, but good that he had you and couldn't put it away.
It's like a double whammy. You win the big game against LSU, and then, you always want what's good for your kids and all. And he likes the Weeks family. He said, I don't know if they eventually get married. My daughter with the Weeks family, good gene pool there. And then all of a sudden, I'm a winner. I'm a winner on the field, off the field.
How do we get domestic out of that?
No, you didn't see that. Weeks going out with Lane Kiffin's daughter.
Oh.
I mean, like boyfriend, girlfriend and stuff.
You think that helps?
And Lane Kiffin, how he commented on that, he said, just take the over in the game.
And it was an under game. It was just under, but it was an under game. We'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
Coming up, Chuck Bork or his sit-in will be here for What's Up, Chuck?
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our offered team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number one. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number one grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin and Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin and Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin and Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Sports on the Bayou is also brought to you by our corporate sponsors. Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute, Gin Gators Power Systems, South Louisiana Bank, Quality Rental Tools, Barker Honda, Edison Schwest Offshore. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. It's our What's Up Chuck segment. Chuck isn't here. I'm sure he's handling some case right now, but we got our version of Trinidad Chandler. So, brother, take it over.
Thank you so much. You know, it's really interesting, guys. We talked a whole lot about how LSU was looking coming into this game. Talked a whole lot about the Saints being one of the largest deficits as a favorite. And how does Brian Kelly take this perspective of losing this game that really they should have played much better in versus how Kellen Moore is addressing the Saints? Let's talk a little bit about the psychology of losing that game for LSU, dropping so many spots versus the Saints, who really, I think, that's a win for them to play.
Yeah, but there's no moral victories in the NFL. But right? From a psychological standpoint, in the locker room, how you feel about yourself, well, we're playing hard. I think LSU fans want to hear like, oh, we're playing hard, but we didn't win. What? No. It's all about expectations.
It's different.
What are we looking at LSU? Well, they at least better be in the playoffs. You know, they got 12 teams and not just 4. So, no, there's no expectation with the Saints. You know, we said it might be the same song and dance. And, you take a perspective where, look at Vegas. Okay, it was like, Mike, it was 5.5. And then all of a sudden after training camp, it was going so bad. And their offensive line, well, that's what they've invested in, supposed to be great. They were not great. So now they said 4.5 wins.
Then it's 4.
Yeah. So it was just like going in that direction. So right now, and I just want him to win a game for Spencer Rattler. Spencer Rattler's fighting his behind off. He's doing good. Yeah, but I think it's all about the fan base and the players and the team expectations. LSU, high expectation. What we'd always say at the beginning of the year. Well, the Saints are going to suck. They ain't going to do good. But we got hope in LSU. But LSU's going to be right there. Boy, you let them both not do good? No, then Martin's all of a sudden grasping, Tulane beat Tulsa. I go, Tulsa? I mean.
Give the Green Wave some love. They don't know what we got right now.
Tulsa Hurricanes.
I mean, it's not like Tulane beat Oklahoma, no, Tulsa.
The crazy thing is, the Giants beat the Chargers.
Yes, yep. NFL.
And I told Bob, it's the craziest stat I've ever seen on a Jim Harbaugh coach team. They are 28th against the run, almost dead last. And I mean, it's close when you 28, 29, 30, all that deal. You know how many times the Chargers ran the ball against the Giants? 13 times, and they threw it 41. Who came up with that game plan for Harbaugh?
Well,
they're never going to do that again.
You think he's stealing? You think he's stealing plays over there too?
They're all stealing. Well, they're all stealing plays.
Just who gets
But that's a
some
crazy
better than
deal.
others.
But then you don't always steal plays every year because that was key. Look at Belichick in North Carolina. Boy, he looks like stealing money like Belichick. You more worried about that young girl.
He's stealing that young girl. That's what he's doing.
You got to give him a year or two to get it going.
She's stealing him.
Yeah.
So really different with regards to, you said, Bobby, about expectation is that, LSU, they're expected to come out and play well, and they didn't. So how do they turn that around? They couldn't block with 5 guys on the line with three people rushing.
Part of it's Kelly's attitude, too. I mean,
2 sacks.
He's still a little arrogant.
You just have to look at that, how you influencing the quarterback.
I don't know.
If the team's rushing 3, they should never get to the quarterback because that means they're dropping 8 in coverage and they're putting pressure on Nussmeier with a 3-man rush. No, LSU's offensive line, let me tell you, Bo Davis, Mike, we all like Bo Davis.
No, Craig Davis.
Craig. Yeah, Craig. He might be able to recruit, but he can't coach. They're not mean. You got to be mean.
They soft as cotton.
They
are soft up front.
And then you look last year, you say, well, what about challenging his coaching? They had 4 NFL players, all now in the NFL, and they couldn't run block last year, and they can't run block this year. Well, is it the coaching or?
He can recruit.
We think we got the right players.
He can recruit, but can he coach to be a physical team? And they not.
I heard he had a conference call with Franklin last week. That was part of the coaching.
So about teams that run or can't run, how is it now with some of the trade talks about Kamara and what's happening with that versus Kendrick Miller? Do you think that Kendrick Miller really kind of made the statement that he's the guy?
The thing is, the Saints aren't going anywhere.
Right.
So if you truly rebuilding, you got to get something. Well, who's your assets? Like Alvin Kamara still got something left in the tank.
Right, 30 years old.
Is he truly going to put us over the top? So you try and get something back for him.
Right.
Now, you're not going to get that for DeMario Davis and Cam Jordan. They're too old.
Right.
But if you look at across the board, we need to trade a Chris Olave. Well, what are you going to get for him?
Right.
Chris Olave ain't done enough. He wants to get paid $20 million something plus.
And beyond.
And
he's
beyond.
looking for $26 million
He's not even number one receiver.
Prove it.
I go, yes, prove
Too many
it.
drop passes.
So, So when you look at who would you truly keep on the Saints team? The center, McCoy? I mean, look at
Fuaga.
Yeah, Fuaga
can play. Now he's hurt,
and
but
then
he can
his
play.
back's hurting. But you look at that's when Mickey no, we are truly rebuilding, whether they ever want to admit that or not. But you know how Mickey wants it to work out? We now, counting him, we have 4 general managers on the staff. We got Jeff Ireland, we got Randy Mueller, and Tom Dimitroff.
Dimitroff, yeah.
They were all running NFL teams, and Mickey's like, "Come on, y'all got to help us. You got to help us win.
bail me out.
Help me out, somehow win and be heading in the right direction. Not no Super Bowl, just get back to the playoffs.
That's too many.
Playoffs.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. We'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
Right after a short break, Stan Gravois in his Prep Football Roundup.
Edison Schwest Offshore is more than a fleet. We're an interconnected network of vessels, logistics hubs, and a fast-growing workforce of over 19,000 dedicated professionals across the globe. From the United States to Brazil and the Middle East to Southeast Asia, Schwest provides cutting-edge solutions to a worldwide community. And in the face of evolving demands across the industry, we are committed to operating as the best in the world.
If you're still fixing your car, that's real cute. Why don't you just drive a Honda? The most American-made gas-powered brand, reliable, safe, high quality, and built to last. There's no need to repair what doesn't break. Where reliability meets rebellion, that's the swagger and style of Honda. Because when your car is in the shop, ours is on the road. And remember, it's better at BarkerHonda.com.
Gen Gators Power Systems is the area's leading Kohler standby generator solutions, specializing in maintenance, repair, and installation on all major brands, from gas to diesel and 2kW to 2000. Home or commercial, our team has you covered. Our factory-certified technicians and installers are highly trained to provide response and repair when you need it the most. We service what we sell, period. Trust the Gen Gators, where we sink our teeth in the service.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by St. Martin and Bourke Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. Stan, you got the head coach, HLB, brother. HLB.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. Yes, I do. We are pleased to have here with us the head coach of HL Bourgeois, Sterling Washington. 3-1 HL Bourgeois got a big win over Patterson. I'm going to give you guys a quick scenario. 3-1. and Sterling might be having to worry about his job just a little bit. Listen to this. School Board District 3 in Terrebonne Parish is in H.L. Bourgeois zone. The representative from District 3 in Terrebonne Parish is a guy named Matt Ford. Matt Ford's the head coach of Patterson High School, and he just beat Patterson High School.
Whoa.
Back up the truck.
Obviously, I say that all tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
Sterling and I were talking. He's friends with Matt along the way. But 3-1,
Yes.
You guys are playing well, right?
Yes. We started off a little rough pattern, and at the present times, we're getting into our groove. We're getting everybody healthy, and I think 3-1 is where we need to be right now to get ready for our district.
Listen, when the season started, seeing H.L. Bourgeois, there's a young man that I think can play anywhere, and his name is Kadar Mitchell. But that being said, you guys become a lot more diverse on offense. You know, the Renfro kids stepping up, the Celestine kids stepping up. Y'all are doing some things. You feeling good about the way y'all are moving the ball and playing defense now?
Right, and even with the running back of Kadar Mitchell, who is special, I think we got an opportunity to do some things if our offensive line continue to stay healthy. We got a big quarterback in Logan Renfro. 6'4", 240, and he can spin it. I heard him say something earlier about spinning it. And also we have Derek Silestan, as well as, some receivers that, are growing. I think our pre-district schedule has definitely prepared us for the district.
Tell us who you have here with you from your staff.
Yes, today I have Coach Skipper Ezel, the Hall of Famer. He's working with the quarterbacks. We have Kellen Ruffin, that is my linebacker and special teams coordinator. And also we have Brian Williams. He is our technical and equipment manager. And like I was telling him earlier, sometimes it's hard getting teachers to move this time of the day with the, requirements, but I'm glad those gentlemen was able to come out here and support us. Also, we have our trainer, Cheyenne Knockin. I know she's with the sports medicine and everything, but, she's instrumental in getting these kids healthy. Because like I said, we try to keep the cramps down, keep them healthy. And the biggest thing is the nutrition, trying to make sure they stay healthy throughout the season.
Coach, with a dominant running back, that would, to me, you're going to see a lot of 8, 9-man fronts. That opens up things for the passing game for you.
Yes, we'd love to see the 8, 9-man front, because I think we got some receivers that really can stretch the field. We have some young guys that's coming along well. So the biggest thing, but also, the thing is we can line Kadar out at the receiver too. He's very versatile. And I think that's going to give us an advantage, definitely moving through our tough district.
And Skippy, what do you say? They got 8, 9 in the box. It's one-on-one on the outside. We just challenge the receiver quarterback. Come on, y'all got to complete this. It's one-on-one. Who's going to win, right?
A real quick look at scores from this past week. Vanderbilt got a big win. They'll actually be retiring Elijah McGuire's number this week as they take on Lutcher. That'll be a big one. E.D. White, a huge win. South Terrebonne went down for homecoming to South Lafourche, and South Lafourche playing really well. Hornville and Terrebonne. You got Hornville next. They're not going to be happy when they take on you guys. Thibodeau's playing really well. There's H.L. Bourgeois with the big win. CCA with the win. Unfortunately, Houma Christian is struggling a little bit right now. So is Assumption along the way. Berwick struggling also. Central Catholic struggling. And St. James with a big win. Hornville this week. What might we see? What's the keys to victory?
Well, I think one of the keys is controlling the line of scrimmage. I think getting Kadar out in space and definitely trying to limit their big-time players, with big plays. If we can keep the game, manageable, keep the game close, I think we can put ourselves in a position to win it in the end.
Thank you so much, Coach. Good luck this week.
Thank you so much for having us.
We got to get to a break. We'll be back with more Sports on the Bayou right after this.
Don't fall asleep now, because when we come back, I'll give away an award to someone who's in the audience on my Stay to Play segment.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin & Bourke. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin & Bourke have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin and Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number one. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number one grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. And St. Martin and Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back to more Sports on the Bayou.
Back here on Sports on the Bayou is Stay to Play. Martin, I'll throw it to you.
All right, we got Deion's son right here, and Dante Torres.
Pick my ticket.
So look, Dante's going to pick 3 today. The first one is going to be a $30 gift certificate to Applebee's. All right, so y'all got your tickets ready? All right, Dante, you ready to pick a winner?
Yes, sir.
Just remember, you pick 1 winner and 99 losers. But don't let that bother you. Okay, here we go. Pick 1, Dante, and you read that number for us in that microphone.
028546.
028546.
Uh-oh.
Houma PD, baby.
There we go. New face, too. There's our boys back there.
What is that, the GIS table? Is that, yeah.
All right, hey, look, you fall within the rules, okay? Police can accept up to $50. That's $30. So we in the good.
30?
Yeah.
What? Oh, it's a... If you're going backwards.
No, it's a gift.
There used to be 50. Wasn't it?
It's a good policeman. He handed us the ticket so we could verify.
We lose a couple of games and we go back from 50 to 30. What
All right, here we go. Another
We'll be eating peanut butter next week.
certificate. I want to thank Kyle over there at Applebee's. All right, pick another one, Dante.
Dude, we need a drum roll.
028541.
02854.
There we go. Another new face has been.
School board. Bring it home.
Okay, I like it. We like it.
That Falls family table, they win every week.
That's it.
They win, I don't know, they win every week.
Another relative of
Just sit in the corner every
School
week.
district's on a roll.
Somebody's going to win at that corner table every time.
Another relative of Martin's.
Yeah, in the back.
We believe you. We
Martin's been
believe you.
holding out on
All right. Next one, $50 bill. Mr. Mike, boy, your eyes are watering. What you gonna do with this? What's that?
Great answer.
Sears is still around?
One last payment. He got one more payment.
How about Firestone while we at it?
He got one more payment with Sears.
All right, Dante, you ready?
He still is getting the Sears catalog.
Dante's hand barely fits in the hole to pick up the ticket in.
028595.
Oh, that was close to mine.
595.
Yeah.
You close.
596. 595. Last 3 numbers.
Is that Jack or Barry?
Oh,
Jack.
Oh, yes.
Barry got it.
595.
Come on, Barry. Barry, you need to put some glasses on. It took you 25 seconds to read that ticket. Come on, Barry, come get your money. Barry was a heck of a pitcher at South Terrebonne. Huh, Harry?
What, he
Barry
struck
could
out
wing
Harry?
it.
Why are you saying that? He struck out Harry or something?
No, he took out everybody.
Oh, okay.
No, Harry probably took it deep. He was 2 years ahead of us. Here.
Pass it on like a joint.
I don't know. When I said, Harry, he struck you out, Harry goes, no. Yeah.
All right, so
Harry, I know what that means. Out
hey,
the park.
we got 25 seconds. Let me let Dante tell y'all what he's doing over there for Schwest.
Yeah, so
Change
right
it
now,
out. You need to change.
Okay, be quiet. Dante's talking.
well, I just graduated college not too long ago, so, spent the last couple of months up in Washington, D.C. Been a great experience, so now I'm back home trying to do as much as I can for our local community. So.
All right.
There we go, Mike.
Let us finish with great company. And Mike, back to you.
All right, we'll be back with finishing off here on Sports on the Bayou.
Coming up, a look at next week's game.
And as you can see behind me, the fury now is starting to happen. The wind's now probably a steady 30 miles per hour, and you'll get gusts from 40 to 45 miles per hour. Of course, that's probably the outer winds of the storm. And if this is the outer winds of the storm, believe me, I don't want to experience the fury of a 140 mile per hour wind.
Don't go to sleep on this tonight and think you're going to wake up and it may be a 1 or it may be gone. Think of it as a 3 or a 4.
Now let's track this hurricane because all indications are it's coming right for Terrebonne and Lafourche.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford & Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And St. Martin & Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back with more Sports on the Bayou.
Finishing up here on Sports on the Bayou, guys. LSU Tulane don't play this weekend, so we ain't got to worry about a win or loss. Do the Saints get their first victory this weekend against the Giants?
I really am. You know, they could play.
I'm worried about their D-line against our O-line.
Yeah.
I don't know if we got to win. I don't know. Flip a coin against the Patriots. All I know is we're playing at home. We better have a good showing or the Boo Birds will come out. I'm just telling you, I've been around. I know if the team's playing hard, the fans will respond. But you let them. They cannot afford, especially in the Caesar Superdome, to have a game in New Orleans like they had in Seattle. If they have one of those type games, I'm telling you, people probably have bags folded in their back pocket.
Hey, don't talk about bags
I'm
again.
not going to bring that out.
You had to bring up the bag thing again.
No, I think we should never wear bags because we won a Super Bowl.
Forget about the bags.
Let me tell you why you don't want to wear a bag. Because they're going to make fun of us from a national perspective. Well, you want that much damn
We
attention?
own the bags now. Get off of the bag deal.
We'll be back next week with
on the bag.
Sports on the Bayou.
We'll see you next week on Sports on the Bayou.